cup of rye, some water on the side. I'm coming right up. What is this place?
I never saw it before.
Oh, it's been here a long time. I call it the other side of the coin. Here's your drink. How much? Oh, tonight's a special night. Everything on the What's the occasion?
I had 2 things.
It's just my pleasure, kind of a special night for me. It's like my birthday. So, good for you. Happy birthday. Oh, come on now. I want everyone happy. What's your problem? It doesn't matter. It does to me.
There's my friend. Okay. I used to give my cat Klonopin and Xanax because my cat was a freaking pussy. And he would always be like, and I'd be like, here. And I'd break a fucking, like, a quarter of a Xanny bar. And I'd grab my cat and I'd stick it in his mouth and then I'd hold his mouth shut. And I'd breathe through his nose. The first time I gave him a half Klonopin and he couldn't walk. He couldn't. This is horrible. It's really okay though. I know because I know several people whose cats are on Valium and other benzos for anxiety disorders, which is what my cat was having. And I had Xanax for my cat. So I just had given it, I had to get the dosing right. You know what I'm saying? And so I gave him too much a couple times. And his ass for this. So the point is, today, I went like this, right? Like I had my meds for tonight, which is double the amount what I take in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Instead of taking it 3 times a day, I just take 1 in the morning and 2 at night or whatever, right? So, and I have like 5 different medicines, or two of one, 2 of one, and then 1 of one. Anyway, I go like this. Boom! I took it a little while ago, I guess. But last night, for some reason, I didn't take it. I took it out of the full bottles where I usually in the morning I take my morning one and then I have put the nighttime one right there in the bottle, and I don't have to go back into the bottle. So it was double the amount. Long story short, story long. Short story long. I took twice the amount, like all my medications tonight. I'm like freaking rip roaring. Hey, it's tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Hey, this is not it. So this is my Valentine's present to myself. Double Klonopins all around. Happy hour, double Klonopins, double Xanny bars, and double Clonidine Jello shots, promethazine and Jello shots. For real, that's what I think. Promethazine, and methadone. Promethazine, methadone, Xanax, Klonopin, Clonidine. That's it. That's all I take. I take all the melatonin is gone because motherfuckers are so cheap. Like there's not enough money to be made in weed that they are crunching. When I was getting CBD oils for my mom with cancer, I said, wait, my mom was over there talking to the lady who was finagling her. My mom didn't know shit about weed. I know about it. About the genetics of it, the DNA of it. I'm like, wait, what? What? CBD oil? This has 5 milligrams of 10 milligrams of melatonin per drop. That alone will put you on your ass. Like, I mean, and it's not going to help you. It's going to make you feel and think that it's going to make you high. It just helps you sleep. It's your body creates it naturally, but it's something that I've known about for a long time. But I guess because everyone started pressing pills, everyone and their grandma started buying old pill presses off the fucking eBay for Xanny bars and shit, and started just pressing all kinds of stupid shit in there and getting bags of alprazolam, which is Xanax, and mixing it with melatonin and other shit, and fentanyl, which has caused quite a few overdoses in the United States, which is really fucked up when you put something. I said in school, you know what really bothers me too? When I was a drug dealer, I had cocaine before that was killing my customers because it was too strong, and I had to start cutting it because it was killing my customers, literally, because they all did it they all shot it intravenously, cocaine, heroin, and meth. And I was getting it from the cooks. I was getting the meth. So it was the best. I was getting the best heroin. Boom, until I was getting, because I was going to LA and bringing it back to Santa Barbara. Then the best coke we had to cut. We were getting it mailed in from Canada, 3 ounces, and then an ounce of baby laxative or whatever, or not even that. It was like benzocaine. You can't get it in the United States over the counter. You got to have a prescription. In Canada, you can just get it. We were doing that for a long time through the mail. And then my boss, this lady that was doing this deal with her husband, was bringing all the money back. She had a money belt with like, honey, I could probably $1 million or some shit. They lived in Santa Barbara. They had tons of money. And they, oh, that's funny now that I think. I was just talking. I ran into this chick, right? And she won't know it. She'll never watch this. She doesn't probably won't ever watch this. But she said, I seen her the other night. She was, hey, what's up? Anyway, she goes, hey, some dude was sitting there the other day, and I went out there to get something from someone who was dropping something off. And I walked back, and I come here and sit down, and I said, blah, blah, blah. Right? Wouldn't I know, right? There you go. Thank you. She ain't watching this shit. No one knows. I would have my real name. If you go on my Facebook, I have like 5,000 friends. Those are people that under my real name. This is under Divided We Fall. No one knows who the fuck I am. I mean, if you really want to know, you can figure it out. But I mean, you know what I mean? This is just people like anonymously. So I really don't give a fuck. No, I double took my meds tonight, bro. That's why I'm so fucked up. Whoever's on there. That's why I'm so fucked up. I took double everything by accident. I took it twice. So I better smoke some weed for that. I'm fucked up, man. I'm fucked up. That's what I came on here to say. And plus, I wanted to else I was talking about before. My new Hawaiian shirt, man. This thing is so awesome, and it's got wooden coconut fucking buttons, man. The chicks that live next door, they give me clothes that's like always like this Sean John shirt that they gave me. I fucking love it, man. It's so good. And the leather duvet they gave me for Christmas. And then the Thunderbirds blanket, Indian blanket, and then that other cowboy blanket they gave me. And then this whole pillow ensemble. But this suede duvet. And then that's fucking brand new for Christmas and again, because they gave me this like 2 months before Christmas. I gave them a lot of stuff too, but I don't have as much money as them. I'm like a kid, but I'm the same age as them. Right? Nah, they're like 50, I think. But I'm like 52, I guess. I'm 45. To me, that my whole life, when I was 25, I was like, I'm 50. I mean, no. I was like, I'm 30, right? Once I became 31 or so, I always said I'm 35. Once I became 36, I said I'm 40. Once I was 41, I said I'm 45. Now I'm 45, finna be 46 in May. That's 50 to me. My dad died at 62, and I've got way worse health problems than he had at me. I ain't gonna make it to probably even the year out. I'm not kidding, guys. It's alright. Everything. I got my Heaven's Gate Nikes. Oh, did you guys see on my thing? I got my Heaven's Gate commune. When they all killed themselves, they were wearing black Nikes with a white stripe. And I remember it was a long time ago. They thought they were going to catch that there was a UFO behind the comet. The comet's name was Hale Bob. I remember there was another comet called Hayatuka, which was much more impressive. And I lived in Colorado at the time. And so I went way out in the country where there's no light pollution, like way except Denver, way out there. And you can barely see it over the horizon. But anyway, it was so dark. And you can see Hayatuka. I thought comets went like that, right? Like whatever, But like a shooting star. But no, they don't. They just hang in the sky for months, slowly crossing the sky. And they're cold. The tail is always away from the sun. I remember that they were going on while I was in college, while I was in astronomy, which was cool. So we got to do a bunch of like checking it out with the telescopes. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, there's no moon. The moon isn't something you can land on. Even my grandma knows that. She was like 99. I said, Grandma, she's 100% sure. I said, Grandma, she is so naive, dude. But I said, Grandma, Juanita, I never call her Juanita, but that's her name. I said, Grandma, what is, I said, do you think JFK got shot by Lee Harvey Oswald? Lee Harvey Oswald did it alone. He was just a lone nut gunman, and he made the headshot. And she goes, yeah, absolutely, right? Absolutely, Brady. Yes, of course. Lee Harvey Oswald killed Kennedy right there. And I said, okay, Grandma. I said, Grandma, have we ever landed on the moon? Have we landed a man on the moon? And this is, of course, 1980s. It's like, She goes, she started laughing and she goes, "Oh no, honey, the moon isn't something you can land on." And and I was just flabbergasted when she said that. But I wasn't, because she was 100% Cherokee. In Cherokee, our history is passed down just by oral history passing down. We don't write that shit down to make sure it don't get messed up. They groom people in the tribe for their whole lives to remember their history. So she's telling me the history of the whole world, but through the Cherokees' eyes and the shit they've seen. And it's her great grandma or whatever that was on the Trail of Tears, 1838, 39. I mean, I think was even sooner, because if it was my great grandma, great grandma, and I think they're fucking. I think time's way closer. Like Roman times was only like 200 years ago. Every Egyptian times was like only like 300 years ago. Right? It's crazy. That to me, I'm floating that right now. Everything's on the table. I tell you right now, one thing that is on the table is the biggest thing. Oh, my grandma said this. My grandma about the moon. She said so I realized my grandma wasn't telling me just the history of the Trail of Tears and the story of her great grandma and her family struggled on the Trail of Tears, but it was her telling her great grandma or whatever, telling her the entire history. And anyway, she said there was a time when there was no moon, that they were taught about that. There was giants. There was fucking dragons. I mean, everything you can think. It's all there. And they said there was going to be, in the end times, there's going to be like silk being strung back and forth and in fucking squares and shit across the sky, which is fucking chemtrails. Oh, I'm sorry, comets. Yeah, but if you read anything about the sun and the moon, I agree. I'm Cherokee. I believe they're the same size. They're both the same size, sun and the moon, right? And the best description is from the Book of Enoch, and it's just the chapter, the two heavenly body lights, right? The lesser light for night and the greater light for day. And they have gates. And I saw this thing, a snuck out video from Antarctica when we first, a while back, when we were first getting, it's like we're getting this reality wiki dump right now with all this shit from Tartaria and shit. It's insane. All this shit overlapping. I don't even know what to think. I mean, it's obvious that the time is not linear. It stacks upon itself as well, or it coexists like within itself. I mean, physically, matter, because matter is more space than anything. But I don't want to be too. I want to tell you this. Okay, yes, I did see, and I was just thinking this in my head. I did see the jet engines were always under the fucking wings, okay? And I drove by the Palm Springs airport, clear as day. I remember this. I'm looking at the planes, watching them take off, normal jets, with their two engines under each wings. Just those planes, not the ones with the things on the back or whatever. And the back of the engines were just round too. They didn't have that weird how it looks all like jagged and shit. It wasn't like that. And they were thinner, or they weren't as big around. And there was two on each wing, like on a regular thing. Yeah, and now, right, and now they're like pushed out 6 foot in front of the wing to where the back of the wing or the back of the engine ends before the fucking wing begins. It doesn't even make sense. And they're so big, it's like, how it looks like it's gonna crash. How could it even? And why would they hang it way out there? It's like, how is it hanging there? What it looks like it's like got made out of fucking crepe paper too. It's weird. But anyway, I happened to I had to go to my methadone clinic like the next day one day, and then I had to go the next 2 days later or the next day for my TB test for the results, I think. So it was 2 days, 48 hours later. So I went by the Palm Springs airport. I'm looking at the planes, I'm looking at the engines, and my dad was an air traffic controller and a pilot. So I just was looking at him. Okay, whatever. I'm heavily Mandela affected. This was a this was an anchor effect that shook me to the core of my being. I mean, it fucked me because the thing is yeah, right. See, you and I both share that same thing, and I think a lot of people do. And it's like Lois, on Family Guy having blue earrings until Need Input said Lois has blue earrings now as a Mandela effect. Now I see him. So how does the Mandela effect work like that? It doesn't always work like that. But if someone points something out, it really won't be there until someone points it out. And then I'll be like, whoa. And I literally didn't. I mean, it's literally it's not like I didn't notice. It's very obvious, right? But anyway, the engines, it's something physical, something it's there, right? I've flown so many fucking times. And it's like those Rolls Royce and Whit Prattney engines. And I have friends like Need Input, who went to ROTC fucking because Air Force, because I'm in Colorado Springs Air Force Base, all that shit. I had family and that shit. So, I mean, I've seen a lot of planes. So anyway, one day we're driving. I'm looking at planes. They're all normal jets. Fucking all the shit's underneath the planes. The engines, they're thinner, tube-like engines, jet engines, 2 on each side. And then, I get on a regular 747, whatever it was, 720, I don't know. And they're all of them. And then the next day, I drive by and I see these things, and it's like, what the fuck? Right? And it's just like, and they were all like weathered, like where the bolts was rust, like, how it is, right? Like if you've ever flown to Mexico for spring break and you're going, we're taking that plane. Oh shit, right? That. And it has these rust from the bolts. And so I'm going, how can all these engines are different? What? And then it's like I go and look and can't find engines anywhere on any picture, anywhere in the fucking world. Oh my God. I know that. That doesn't matter though. Do you understand that what you're saying right there is completely pointless to what I'm saying. I don't care if it does that. Yeah, probably in this timeline, that's how they built their jets. A lot of things in this timeline, we had things came before in this timeline. In my timeline, they didn't have no cell. They had like in the 80s or 90s, they had the brick phone in your car, and like if you're really rich, I mean, like, and now in this reality, it's like they had car phones in the 1930s, So anyway, what you're talking about, that whole air scam and the whole fucking uh, um, enslaved by no media, which I fucking hate that name. And I like the guy and everything. And you know what I really don't like is when people say that, yeah, this is how it is. This is why it works this way. You don't fucking know that. No one knows that. Even if you're the expertest expert on the fucking planet, you're the expertest most of that one thing in the whole universe. I still, there's doubt. It doesn't matter. But I'm thinking time travel's on the table. But to see that shit happen overnight really blew my mind because it made me think. Because there's Mandela body changes in our anatomy, which is kind of freaky and weird. My pupils are hexagonal. I mean, I have a few different things, ridges, different things that you get, and the kids now are even more. So they're like super fucking Terminator spines in the top of the spine and shit. But yeah, I think there's definitely. I think there's. I don't know. I guess we get them. If I don't know if we go somewhere or if it happens, and I'm right. I know. I don't know why it hides that. Yeah, I know. The double split experiment really blows my mind. But all it is, and it's really bizarre, is it could be. It doesn't what it is. It's if a tree falls in the forest, is there anyone to hear? And there's anyone to hear it. Does it make a noise, right? Or which comes first, the chicken or the egg? Right? Boom. I mean, there's just shit you can't answer. Okay, why is yawning contagious? Why do men have nipples? Why do girls start fucking menstruating and on the same cycle if they fucking live together? I mean, I don't know. Bizarre shit that we can never answer. Everything tastes like chicken. No. Oh, anyway, the double split experiment. Here's my qualm with it, okay? It blows my mind. It's the part where they say that when the molecules know that they are being observed, they behave differently, correct? So I need to know, first of all, so therefore, did they do it with a camera or naked eye? To know, because obviously, in order to know that it acts differently when it's being observed than when it's not being observed, you would have to, in order to prove that, you have to have, then you must be able to set a camera up, and then it won't sense that it's being observed or whatever the fuck. How the fuck can it do that? I don't get that. See, the double slit experiment, just like everything else in reality, breaks down. It all breaks down on further inspection. Who's they? Who did it with a microscope? Who? Who did it? Who's they? How do you know? Don't just fucking. Why would you just blindly accept shit? You guys are people are just stupid. No offense. I mean, we've all been programmed. No offense at all. But people in it as a whole, we're just stupid. Just accept it. They did it. Yeah. Because I was saying it too. Hey, watch the double slit experiment thing. They did it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck did it? Who? Who? I didn't do it. I didn't do it in science class. It's that simple. What the fuck? Bullshit. Don't believe it. Three things that I have a problem with in your thing. They did it and microscope. So pretty much I have a problem with the noun, the verb, and the adjective. Really? You did it. You did the double slit theory? Okay, then answer me the question. How does it know when it's being observed? Is it the same with a camera, or does it have to be observed with a naked eye or a microscope? And how does it know? You know, I don't get it. I mean, they would have to do it with a camera. You can't just shoot all these little balls and so. If you look at the double slit experiment, you can't do that under a microscope. You're not going to have these little balls shooting in through the slits in the microscope. You can't do that. Especially not with a fucking box, okay? Saying you're not part of they. Absolutely. Totally. That's why I say I don't. That's why I say I question everything. I don't say anything is for a fact. Nothing. Everything is on the table. I think time travel. I am very, very. I've been studying reality, the nature of reality. Physics flipped, and the properties of physics. Water, the way water behaves. No, and I mean nothing. No disrespect towards you. I'm not putting words in your head or your mouth, nothing. However, you could see everything completely different than me. We could be looking at the same page and both see something totally different. Who knows? It's all forms are illusory. We live in illusory reality. Everything is a hallucination. That's all it is. According to the monks and shit, and like, I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense. But I just get when it's they did it, when it's taught in school. I mean, there's a lot of red flags there. You might want to rethink that whole double slit experiment. It falls apart very quickly on a very easy observation. You'll see. Just fuck around, think about it and stuff. You know. It's 9:30. I'm supposed to be in bed by 9. Yeah, fucking my grandmas and shit. They're dead now, but they had. Oh well, plus I drink Dutch. They had fucking yeah. You know what's funny too is I was on an airplane. Listen to this story real quick. This is kind of funny. And it kind of has to do with what we're talking about. Is I was on, okay, my girlfriend at the time, she won a fucking trip from Miller Genuine Draft, blind date. And it was for her and one person, was me, obviously, because I was her boyfriend. and you got to fly to a place, and then 500 people, a concert with a big name name band, and it was 3 days in San Francisco in the Marriott. It was badass. So I was all drunk on the plane. I had a bottle of Old Crow, and me and the dude I was an alcoholic back then. And me and the dude were like, fucking this and fucking that. And we were just cussing it. I was, especially. And so was the other guy. And because me and my girlfriend, she was across the aisle. I was next to the other guy. And a lot of the people on the plane were people that won, right? And I was telling the stories. I'm like, oh yeah, this fucking guy and fucking this and shit and fucking and at the end of the flight, listen to this. And so we're getting drunk as fuck on the way from Denver to San Francisco, just drinking and shit. Right? And just getting loud and obnoxious. This was before 9/11, so you could drink and get drunk and obnoxious on a plane, and they didn't fuck with you. You didn't get arrested anyway. Anyway, so the guy, so at the end, we taxi in, right? And they're like, okay, take off your fucking seatbelts and get your overhead compartments, right? And we stop, and this old ass stupid lady behind me taps me on the shoulder. I turned around and I was drunk, pissed. I was just here. Let me tell you what happened. It was I liked it. Anyway, she goes, Sonny, I mean, she was old. She was pretty old. She was like now, like 70 or 80, I guess. I don't know. Maybe less. I was younger. So maybe she was only like my age. I don't know. She goes, she goes, excuse me, sir. And I turn around and I'm like, what? She goes, I just wanted to say I didn't appreciate you using foul language, like using the F word and all these other dirty words that mean bad things, right? And I said, excuse me? I said, so are you saying if I say the word fuck, if I make the noise in my throat that sounds like fuck to accentuate something like this fucking bag or this fucking suitcase, to accentuate how heavy it is? It's called scatology. I'm a journalist. And she's like, I'm like, look, I don't know when I say fuck, I don't know what disgusting fucking things you think of in your head. What disgusting fucking sex acts you think of when I use the word fuck as scatology to accentuate what I'm trying to say. And your dirty mind, you blame your dirty mind, your interpretation of a noise I make with my throat because you have dirty, sinful thoughts or whatever. How is that my fault, bitch? Shut the fuck up. And I just turn around. And so listen to this. They couldn't fuck with you on the plane back then, because this is in like the 90s, right? Or like late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s. I don't know, 90s, early 90s. So it was her thing too. It was her trip. Like, hey, I wasn't saying, yeah, I was fucking her. I was fucking her, like using it as a sexual innuendo. I was using it as a put emphasis on what I was saying, like as scatology. That's what it's called, and it's the art of using profanity to emphasize your point. So the lady didn't know, but she didn't understand really. And anyway, so listen to what happened. So we got off, and it kind of caused a little commotion, but they couldn't do shit. I was drunk, and I was like, you could smoke back then, and I mean, it is just crazy, right? I'm just like, fuck you. I'm like Hunter S. Thompson, man. Fuck you. I'm so fun. Like, and I had speed. Oh my God, I had an ounce of really good bud that stank, and I told my girlfriend, just stuff it down your pants, because we're going in intercontinental. I'm like, we don't have to go through customs or nothing. This is before 9/11. You got to remember. I go, okay, put the speed. I go, put the speed and the coke in your, down there, your fucking sniggy snatch, and put the bud in your pants. And it was just under an ounce, so it'd be under federal. And it's, I was going on the plane. I go, oh my God, that weed smells like a motherfucker. It did too. But she's like all fucking scared. But they didn't care. But I was all drunk, so I said that to the old lady, and it made sense. Do you agree? It's just like what you said, but I was saying that I was doing nothing wrong. This lady. So anyway, we got off, and when we got onto this tram bus or something, and they took us to the Marriott, and we were checking into and it's a Miller Genuine Draft table at the Marriott. And we go up to it, and they looked right at me and they go, "You must be Mr. Brady Curtis." Like they just took one look at me because came walking into the hotel like Sid Vicious, like busting through the fucking glass door. Oh fuck. You're gonna have to pay. The airline had called ahead to our hotel. Everyone that won the thing, we had 500. It was only 500 people. That's not that very many people. So and it was the Foo Fighters and Supergrass, and I had never heard of neither of them. And they're like, it's the leftovers from Nirvana. I'm like, what? Stupid. But it was free beer. It was a free ride. It was back then. Like I said, I was so obnoxious on the airplane, drunk, fucking just. I had a bottle of Old Crow. I fly like an eagle and I drink Old Crow. So yeah, they called ahead from the airline and said, "You might have a problem. We got a live one here." About me, right? Because I was all excited. That's how I was an alcoholic at the time, right? Because back when I was an alcoholic for a long time, 15 years ago, really bad. And people would go, "Man, you're so nice when you don't drink. And when you drink, you're such an asshole." I'm like, fuck, sorry. Oh my God. I'm like, okay. Anyone that tries to get away with saying, I was drunk, so that's why I did it. Okay, go cheat on your girlfriend and say, "Oh, well, I was so drunk that I just blacked out." See how far that flies, and it does not. It flies like a fucking rock. Okay, everything we say and do. Watch this again because it's very exciting. All right. Isn't this shirt badass? It's all coconut shells. And these fucking girls over here that live next door, they're lesbians. So they don't like me like that. And this thing is thick. This is a nice fucking shirt. They always, you seen all that shit. I feel bad accepting it, but it's like I don't want to stare a gift horse in the mouth because they told me, they go, "Look, we like to makes us feel good." And we'll probably donate it anyway. They say just to probably make me feel better. But I gave on Christmas, like I was really excited certain presents that I got for certain people. Maybe. I don't know. Who were they? Oh, no. That happened. I've always had long hair, right? Like me and my friends. And my best friend Chad, rest in peace, brother. He's dead. He died when he was 30 from a heroin overdose. But he's my best friend. It's from when we grew up together. But he had long hair. He had we all had long hair. Well, I had a mohawk. I had all different kind of hair, but I always had long hair. And he had long hair like a mullet, long in the back and kind of short or whatever. But we were in like fourth or maybe sixth grade or fifth, and or fourth or something. And he was going to Hawaii, and they go, "And is your daughter? How old's your daughter?" He got all embarrassed. And he's like whatever. Nowadays, I want to do now. I want to say and I'm going to invent something that I am and say you have to call me that. I'm going to say I am sexually attracted to your wife. No, I'm just kidding. What if I said I'm? It's like gay people are a protected class now, And you know what's funny? The liberals, the Democrats, how come all the Democrats bitch about is white, toxic male privilege? Who are their top 3 candidates? White, male, fucking dudes, okay? And they're not gay even. Come on, man. They're probably trannies, though. All right, and on that not bigoted note, because it's just not that many people. I don't know. Hey, Christopher, what's up? I was gonna jump over on it. I saw your thing. Yeah, did you see the Roman numerals on the $100 bill? Oh my God. I had a dream to tell me to look there. And you know what's ironic is I offered $100 for anyone that could find me a fucking clock like that in real and it's on the back of $100 bill. Fuck me on the newest 100 too. And I looked it up on the computer. It's not on the computer one. What, on the videos on private? That's fucked up, isn't it? Oh my God, dude, I was looking at they were diving at the Titanic and it showed a clock, a Roman numeral clock in the Titanic wreck. And it had it had the 4 eyes and all the V's were upside down in the Titanic wreck. It is insane. Yeah, I don't really trust You know what I don't trust is everyone does these like newspaper in classified. Of course, I cut letters out in a classified because you pay per letter. Of course, you're gonna get mess ups and these little fucking rinky-dink rag papers. That is not proof to me. Whatever, I don't care. The V's are upside down. It changed. I draw the clock that I see, and I looked everywhere. I couldn't find it. I watched it change. I literally watched it change. I called live. I called and said, called the Rolex place and everything. But no, I know what you're talking about. It's not even that. It's a Mandela effect. Trust me. It's one of my anchor effects. Big time. Anchor effects, big time. Trust me. I wouldn't even say it if I didn't believe it, if I didn't know it for a fact. And you know what I don't know for a fact? Nothing. I don't know anything for a fact. A wise man all I know is I don't know nothing. No wise man says he knows for sure. I mean, you can be pretty damn close or probably right, but you don't say it because there's always that chance. Ask Hillary Clinton. But that's all set up. I shouldn't even say that. It's really stupid. That's all set up. Oh, yeah. And the Statue of Liberty. Yeah. Also fucking the Statue of Liberty is on a star fort. Star forts in general are all over the place. I would have been all over that shit. They're everywhere. When we think about it, they we're creating this. They need us. They want us to create evil. How is there like 30,000 CERNs? And how was there even CERN back then? Like it's retro causality. It's retro causality. I don't remember star forts. I never heard about that. Now the Statue of Liberty's on one, and it was always on Ellis Island, never Liberty Island. That's another one. And Christ the Redeemer, the size. And I've been to the Statue of Liberty several times. I mean, not Statue. I'm not there. I've never been there. The Fort Mount Rushmore, and now they're coming out of the mountain practically. Oh, I won't take it. I won't take it because I'll just say, just shoot me. I don't care about death. I just want it to be quick and painless. I look forward to it. But you know what's weird, Christopher? The microchip. You know how it says in Revelations? I know I'm going to say, dude, right here, bam, please make it fast and make it true. But right here in the right hand, you know how it says in Revelations right here or in your right temple or between your forefinger and your thumb on your right hand? Well, check this out. On the fucking the people that make I was watching the thing on the RFID chip. You know how they have like on those Segway things and shit, they kept catching on fire the RFID or the NiCad batteries or whatever with a little the little implants battery, those batteries, right, have to be in a certain temperature, and there's only two places on the body. And it's between the thumb thing. It's right here between the forefinger and thumb on the right hand, and right here on your right temple. That's the only place where the temperature, where the RFID chip will work. And I didn't said that in the fucking Revelations. That's proof positive. That's present proving past. And future proving past. I don't know, some shit. I know, and you used to be able to go up into the torch. I fucking had friends they hanging out of the window of the fucking torch. What the fuck are they talking about? No one's ever been in there since 1910. There was an attack on Tom Island, but fuck all that. Forget all that, Christopher. You know what we need to concentrate on, you guys? Not what is changing, but what is staying the same. Has the $1 bill changed? Because that is the most esoteric, fucking satanic piece of religious. I know. Well, we're carbon, which is 6. In the molecule, I don't know, 666 isn't necessarily Satan. It's just it's the name. We are a carbon atom, which is 6 electrons, 6 protons, and 6 neutrons. And that's what the human beings made up of. On the planes, yeah, they fucked up. Anyone that, yeah, I know. But what? See, Christopher, you're the only person that's listened to me. That's so cool. I know who you are. I know you're the prepper dude. I think you're the prepper guy. And I wanted to come work for you. You needed someone to come work for you but they were taking down Alex, but there's no money in it now. But I was in I was in a militia in Colorado, and then I used to have I met Randy Weaver and his daughter, his son and his baby and wife are dead, of course. The CIA, lovely CIA, shot his 10-year-old son in the back, of course, and his wife in the head while she was holding her baby. That's all. Anyway. Oh, no, I know. I'm just saying, this was in like 1989, 1990. I'm just saying, this is back during like Waco and shit, right? When we could have actually done something then. But this is something else. This is above men even. But yeah, this is yeah, you don't want to be in those spook. Anyway, they would just have you doing, they would get some fucking blackmail now with deep fake, Christopher, and whoever, whatever, Christopher, deep fake, man, all bets are off now. I mean, if you can deep fake, which you can, a video of someone saying anything you want, doing anything you want, and no one can fucking prove that it's fake. That's it. Exactly. Changes everything. It's a whole new ball. I mean, now what? It truly is a matrix. Dude, you want to hear something trippy, you guys? I have all these clips, but they were all on private, so I'll put them up. But I watched on Fox, what's that fool's name? Tom Tucker or whatever. Tom Tucker. Tucker Carlson, Tom Tucker. Anyway, Tom Tucker said, Pete Buttigieg, Mayor Pete, he said, this was creepy, dude. Fox News. He said, and he looked at it in this weird way, like this, in a creepy way, like this. Like he said, maybe we're running against our first holographic candidate, or he said, maybe we're running against our first. He said about Pete Buttigieg. He said, look at, and he said a certain few things about him talking and some syncreties that he did, micro syncreties, and he said Pete Buttigieg. He said what if we have maybe we're running against, maybe we're gonna have maybe a first AI candidate or a first hologram candidate, and he didn't say nothing else after that. It wasn't like, it was weird. I have the clip. I'll put it up. Anyway, so excuse me. Yeah, deep fake. Just, I don't know, man. You can't trust nothing. Trust nothing. Trust none of what you, wait, what do they say? Half of what you read? No, none of what you read and half of what you see. You can't even do that now. I mean, as far as seeing shit. And putting everything on the computer chips or discs, and it's a modern book burning because they're changing. I'm 45. Oh my God, they do. They don't want. See, they might try and get you. I don't know. You're Generation X, I think, with me. You guys are the last ones to see it. See, I'm 45. You're my kid. Need to connect, and Christopher, you're in between. But yeah, my friends' kids are 26. They have kids and shit. They're great grandparents. I don't feel that old, but I am that old. I do. My knees and shit hurt like a motherfucker. Can't skateboard no more. Yeah, it's really declined in the past couple of years, you guys, because of these fucking stupid PC bullshit. While in the background, Trump is not your savior. I wish he was our savior, you guys. He's funny and he goes off script sometimes, but you know, he ain't on our team. None of them are. No politician is. No politician. I am an anarchist. Do you want to tell someone what to do? What gives any man the right to tell another man what to do? To say, I have a better judgment than you. You shouldn't do that. Unless it's like hurting someone else. Oh, I know. There's no way he could have done all that do all the shit. I think there's so many robots and clones and fucking holograms and in basketball, weird shit in basketball. Numerology and signs and symbols rule the world. Not rules nor laws, not words nor laws. But that's why cursive, that's a spell. It's a symbol. When you write your name, like Brady, my name, in cursive, it's one long thing, one pencil thing. So that's a symbol. It's not a word. But I write in block letters now. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, I guess I thought my fucking thought my power went out. Oh man, I'm tired. Well, no, leaders used to, no. Says who? Says who? Can't believe anything. You can't believe it. Need to connect. You know, leaders didn't used to be there. When? Who? How do you know this information? That's the problem, you guys. You can't trust any information. All you can trust, not even barely experiments that you do yourself. It's insane. Look, the veil is completely lifted for me. I'm done. I can see platforms in the sky. I can see the entire platforms. I can see the triangular ships. I can see the fucking sprites feeding. I can see the fucking platforms. I can see the lensing systems. Dude, I have all the veils off. You know, I do meditation, and I've done it for a long time. And you know, I'm one of them that is seriously, I've had to take this on. It sucks. I almost wish I didn't, but I have to. You know how it is, man. You know, I'm so good, dude. Both you guys are awesome, man. I'm so glad. Why don't you guys talk more, man? The reason I go live is because I'm too lazy. And it's too hard. It's just too hard to make a whole video. It's like I don't have the software and shit. But like to go live, I can just talk to people. But yeah, man, like I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna figure it out. There will be God intervening. I mean, the Creator. The dark forces or Satan or whatever can only destroy. He can't create. He can make the illusion of creation. That's the thing. Don't get tricked. Don't buy the first car you fucking test drive. Don't jump on the first chariot that comes out of the sky. Just like it says in the Bible, there's going to be false prophets right before I come. I wasn't a Christian till about 3 when I got Mandela affected. I was freaked out. And I literally said, whoever created me, because I'm Native American, I said, the Great Spirit, the Creator, I need to talk to you about some shit, right? And like now I have a really straight up relationship. He said, first of all, I wrote no books. I wrote it on your heart. So when you see a woman, you don't rape her. You don't fuck your neighbor's wife. You don't kill people. You don't steal from people. He's like, I already wrote that already on your heart, which he did. And he goes, so, and there's no middleman. He goes, you just talk right to me. Yeah, I know. We're just in another age, you guys. You gotta realize this. This is a blip. We're spiritual beings in this blip of a physical experience. You know what I mean? I'm so sorry. I don't mean to. I don't. I really don't mean to. I'm just trying to, because I thought the same thing that you think, which is probably why, and I'm so sorry. You're absolutely right. But all I'm saying is, like, as a Native American, I don't know what to believe anymore, because now I've seen these Cherokees with these giant plantations dressed with like colonial with all these slaves. I know they had slaves among the tribes and shit, but I just don't know what to believe. And I don't mean to attack your terminology. I'm so sorry. And you even put out your way to put folklore. I'm sorry. Need to connect, bro. Yeah, and Cherokee, we are. Cherokee is not, because what my grandma told me. Oh yeah, she told me a lot of shit. But yeah, they were like these royal people or something. Like, oh, you guys check out this. You know the band Steely Dan. You guys all do, I'm sure. Check out the Royal Scam, and it's about resets, dude. Resets now. Is this shit crazy? There was no Star Force. There was no razzle dazzle camouflage. Resets now. Oh my God. The Tartaria. I mean, this shit. It's like they're having a reality wiki dump, right? I think it's funny. It sounds so true. We all do. We all do. You guys are a good guy. Everybody's good. You're all good brothers and sisters of mine. And you guys even coming to my channel. I don't even know how you find my channel. I don't think I even have big channels that I sub to. They don't even come up. I have to go look for them. So I don't check in and fucking try and come on in, but yeah, we all just want to get along. They're trying to get us to fight. It's just like 5 old men at a card table. It's like in Casino. Remember when they brought them down and they were in that little deli and fucking in God brought us all here. God fucking brought us all here. God built this whole thing. They're trying to trick us into thinking we're not special. We're special. Okay. We are God. We have the spark of divinity. I didn't even believe the Bible until I read it and it proved itself to me. I go, holy shit, this already happened. So did this. And I always go to the end. So I went, first of all, I said Genesis. I said genes is, because I was thinking genetics. Genes is, I was thinking DNA. The Urantia book's cool too. I don't even know what the fuck that is, but whatever. I don't know who it does. I don't know how to tell who are my subscribers, but just how many. Which is like 130 or something. Which I like because I can use any music. They copyright strike me, but they can't do anything. They block shit worldwide when it's a big deal. If I don't code it, if you can code, if you're not an idiot, you can make it to where the algorithm's not gonna pick it up. I mean, it's not that fucking difficult. People just are not creative anymore. All right, guys. I love you all, man. God bless you. And I hope you guys have a good night, okay? Yes. No, you know what I am? Oh my God. Watch my last video. It's all about my blood type. It's a story about I have the blood type. I had to get a blood transfusion. Hang on. Either way, you're gonna take care of it. If you want to listen to this real quick, I got a blood transfusion on my last video. I think it is. If you want to know about it, yeah. He died. He did, huh? In that one, I think it was. But anyways, so listen. Fuck. What was I saying? Oh, my blood type. I was saying DNA has memory, and I had a blood transfusion. I had 3 quarts of blood I lost. I had 2 pints running through my body, and I died and came. I died for 3 minutes, came back. I got a blood transfusion. They had to fly the blood, and the type of blood I am, anyone can use it, but I can only use this certain type. Well, it's whatever it is. Yeah, that's what I think that's what it is. So they had to fly it in. I was in Mount Shasta camping and my lung collapsed and I was caught puking blood and all this shit. And I didn't want to go. And my girlfriend made me go to the hospital. And they said I was gonna die, and it was close, man. They didn't have the blood on it. It was this rinky-dink hospital. They're like, no, you have the most rarest blood there is. And so they had to fly it in from Reading. So I'm like waiting for that helicopter. And then I told the ladies, even though it wasn't true, I said, I said, DNA has memory because I'm having memories after I got the blood transfusion. I said, I'm having memories that I'm a lady water skier and that I'm this other guy and all this. It's funny as fuck. Yeah, don't judge me on my on some of my shit if it's slow or whatever. Man, that's fucked up. At least he made it to 33. I know they do. I know they do. Oh, there's my baby. What's up, girl? Handling her business. Yeah, I know DNA, and I asked the nurses because I was in the hospital for 3.5 months for that thoracotomy. I have a huge scar, like right, I had 2 like things from 2 chest tubes. It was fucked up. My thing, I don't shape shift in my videos, but you'll see orbs sometimes. Shauna. I'm all right. I'm good. I'm really good actually right now. Pretty good today. I mean, I've had I was sick on and off for a couple days, and today finally I felt good. Or yesterday, I think. I went to. You know what? When you know how they call the Bible the living book? I remember that. They called it a living book. I mean, I always thought about that, right? Right, Shauna, you know. And so I thought when I was awaking to holy shit, we're in the middle of Revelations and half of it's already been coming true and it says it right here and that proves it. And it says shit. Oh, I'm sorry, Shauna. They'll be okay. They don't have that, hey, that flu is a psyop thing. Don't buy into it. Your kids don't have that for sure. And besides, you can cure yourself with your mind. Or you're pissed. You're fucking right. I mean, hey, it's true. You also piss on your feet for athlete's foot or a jellyfish sting. Have someone piss on you or piss on you yourself. Anyway, let's not talk about urine. But I wanted to tell you real quick. So all of a sudden, when they start talking about transhumanism, right? They didn't have that in Revelations before. That would have never made sense. No, now it started out just saying clay and steel won't melt, to where now it says man's seed won't fucking won't like mixed with machine. I mean, it's fucking getting more and more, like, okay, cool, yeah. I usually always have frequency. You know what? They said it's true. I know on all those things. Frequency is everything, you guys, and also frequency. What is it? Energy, frequency, and vibration, and which I think is which Nikolai with an AI is how I remember it, but it's probably there's multiple ones. Anyway, Nikolai Tesla, he said 3, 6, and 9 are the key to the universe, whatever that means. And then whatever I just said before that was 3, 6, and 9. Whatever. You know what I mean? No. What does she talk about? I don't really go too many channels. It just, they keep fucking putting all these Fox and shit in my feed. And it really bothers me. You know? It's like Fox in my feed, Hannity. I'm like, you guys are believing this? It's just like a reality show, you know? And I think Trump's funny because he goes off script. And I think Biden right now, just the whole charade is knowing that it's a joke. I mean, come on, it's funny. Watch these people just. Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Right. No matter what. That's why they did that. They made Fox go on, you go on the Fox, you know. All of a sudden I'm watching Tyrus and Greg Gutfield and shit. And the first time I saw Greg Gutfield, I literally wrote, my comment was, dude, if I knew you, I go, why do you have a rainbow unicorn with sparkles coming out of its ass, you motherfucker? I said, man, if I ever seen you on the street, just cause, right? Oh, man, listen, gematria and astrology goes back to time immemorial. It came down probably from on high, I'm sure. But either way, the point is that all leaders, whether human or whatever, like, all right, let's just keep it simple. Like every president has, and like attorneys general, they all have astrologists, and everything that happens is done by astrology. Okay, let's do it the fast way. Kite. K-I-T-E. Okay. Second word, fast way. Must. M-U-S-T. Must. Okay, next word, kids. Hit. 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 Okay, next one. Steel. STEEL. Excuse me, Mr. President. He's like, fucking iPad go to is the shit. Man, you know they changed it though. He did have the book upside down and originally. Also, the Tiananmen Square, I watched that live in 1989. I watched them run the tank man over on live TV. They ran him over. They just killed 10,000 protesters. Why wouldn't they run one more guy over? And now he jumps up on the tank and climbs in or something. And they claim they don't know who it was or is. What happened to that person? It's ridiculous. Everything is crazy. "9/11", I think in 2000, either in 2001, which would be the true millennium, because it wouldn't be 2000, it'd be 2001. I was saying that because I was in jail, and when it turned to 2000, I knew it was electric locks, and I was scared of Y2K. But anyway, so listen, I was in jail on Y2K. But 2001: A Space Odyssey. You've got the that big thing that looks monolith that looks like a self iPhone. I'm sure that's a coincidence. Fuck me. All right, I better go, or else I'll be thinking of my mind will be racing all night. This might help. All right, guys. Night. Think about that, you guys. Hey, sure. Good night. God bless you all. Okay. We just need to think positive because we're the ones creating this shit for them. They need us. They need us. We are all powerful. They ain't shit. You gotta wait till tomorrow. I still do the black market. Hey, it's good to see you, Shauna, too. Hey, I'm glad everyone came in. It's cool. Yeah, take care, everyone. And I'll hit you up, Sean, on your regular on Facebook or something too. I have some shit pictures and stuff to send to you. I hope your girls get better, and you'll be smoking tomorrow, Christopher. Okay, Bobby with that tool. Bobby Schmurda. It's Bobby with that tool. Acting a fool. Okay. All right. Will do, madam. All right. Peace, love, and, down with the fucking cabal, man. Fuck them. Dude, look at all this truth that's coming to light. These motherfuckers are dropping like flies. Going down. All right. Love you guys.